Quarsh Panaka. Captain Panaka, head of security for the Royal House of Naboo, quickest eyes of Naboo in his attention for detail, and selfless dedication for the safety of the Queen. He deployed the decoy program to protect Queen Amidala using body doubles that he recruited, including Sabe and other lookalikes of Queen Amidala, starting at the age of 14 when Queen Amidala took the reign of Naboo. He gained combat experience through the Republic Task Force in the Chommell sector. He accompanied Queen Amidala to Tatooine and freed Naboo from the Trade Federation invasion. He was often annoyed that Naboo didn't have any planetary defense or an army, which made it very difficult to protect his planet. But his knowledge and battle skills helped save Naboo, and his negotiation and battle strategies with the Gungans also assisted in freeing Naboo from the Trade Federation invasion. Once Queen Amidala entered the Senate, he handed his guard duties to his nephew Gregor Typho, but he served to protect Queen Jamila, and he met with Bail Organa numerous times during the Clone Wars. Panaka remained loyal to Palpatine. Of course, he was of Naboo also during the formation of the Empire, and he even became a Moff of the Chommell sector. In a meeting with Leia Organa, he noticed that Leia was definitely Padme's daughter during his visit to Naboo, but of course quickly after this meeting he was killed by Saw Gerrera's partisans via a bomb. He was a simple, practical man, and he was uncorruptible unlike his other Imperial cadets. He was loyal to a fault, and this is something that Bail Organa knew, knowing that he was a good man, but he had his faults, and that included being loyal to the Empire and Emperor Palpatine. I think it's pretty interesting that after this character joined the Imperial Army, he rose his way quickly to a Moff. Of course, he already had the help of Emperor Palpatine, but I do think it's interesting to note that while Naboo was a pacifist planet and he was always discouraged about Naboo not having an army, he became a top commander in the Imperial Army, being a Moff. So I don't know, it's kind of like flip around, where he was on a pacifist planet and he was, like I said, always annoyed that we didn't really have an army, and then once an army was available to him, he seized that opportunity. This character can be seen in Star Wars Episode 1, and you can also check up on him on The Queen's Peril and I'm blanking on the other Padme Amidala book, but those books give you good detailing about the decoy program that he started, again, recruiting lookalikes for Queen Amidala, and this can be seen in Episode 1 as well, when they meet with the Gungans, that in fact Padme Amidala had numerous decoys that he used to ultimately protect Amidala. He oftentimes had discouragements with the Jedis, including Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, when they were assisting in freeing Naboo from the Trade Federation or invasion. But again, I think Panaka is one of the more interesting characters just because of his rise to power and how much he adjusts himself throughout the overall timeline of Star Wars. And again, he's loyal to a fault, assisting Emperor Palpatine in galactic domination. That is Quarsh Panaka. He's pretty cool. You can only see him in Episode 1 physically. I think he's maybe in a couple episodes of Clone Wars offhandedly, but he's pretty cool, and I want more of him. I don't know where he would fit in the timeline of Star Wars. I would definitely like to see more of his Imperial reign, him as a commander and then rising to a Moff, and what that potentially looked like. I think that's a good opportunity for this character to be expanded on the overall, but until next video, goodbye.